Now, nearly 1 million older model Mercedes ML, and R classes are being recalled worldwide. The German car maker reported some of the vehicles may have faulty brakes. It affects vehicles made between 2006 and 2019. Let's discuss this further now with Joseph Selolo, who is from the Consumer Commission. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Maybe if you could tell us, because it is a global recall, how many vehicles in South Africa have been affected by this particular recall?
Morning to you and to the viewers. In South Africa, the total number of units is 13,150 thereabout. So yes, that's the number in the Republic for the three models that are being recalled.
Have you engaged Mercedes-Benz about the implications of these faulty brakes could have on a consumer or a motorist driving these cars?
Indeed, you would notice that the notice that we issued states that people should immediately stop driving or operating these vehicles, because the problem with the brakes is such that the vehicle might not stop at all at worst, or the distance that it takes for the vehicle to stop might be greatly increased. So in essence, the brakes are really faulty. It is therefore not advisable to operate these vehicles at all. These vehicles must then be stopped and the consumers contact the manufacturer.
Yes, and how does a consumer recognize or know if their car, which you say was born between 2006 and 2019, is maybe one of the cars that could have been impacted by the faulty brakes that were inserted?
The affected models are the ML, the GL, and the R class. If you have any of these models and they were manufactured between the stated years, you then contact Mercedes-Benz, and then they will then check with your VIN number if this particular vehicle that you have is one of those that are affected. But as long as it is an ML, a GL, and the R class, immediately stop operating it and contact Mercedes-Benz, your nearest dealership, or the Mercedes-Benz South Africa.
On a general basis, Mr. Selolo, during a recall, one of this nature, how do consumers generally get compensated? Because it is an entire vehicle that you are now asking a consumer to stop using and return to manufacturer. What kind of compensation do consumers get in recalls of this nature?
All right. So what the law says is that should there be a problem with a product that one has produced, you must then recall it for purposes of either repairing, replacing, or refunding. Now, in this case, Mercedes-Benz has elected to repair their faulty parts. So in the period where you are out of your vehicle, you are within your rights to then lodge a claim for incidental damages. For example, should you then require to hire a vehicle or use any other mode of transport. But the most important thing for now is for you to stop using the vehicle. But that does not mean that you are not able to then request for those damages that you may have suffered that are linked to your stoppage of the vehicle, because the law makes provision for that.
And does the Consumer Commission maybe facilitate those engagements between a consumer and a manufacturer who's now produced a faulty product that the consumer no longer wants because it's been recalled? Does the Consumer Commission have any hand in that conflict resolution that may take place?
All right, let's clarify this. You will not have a claim for any damages arising from the fact that you may no longer want that car. you will have a claim for the period that you do not have the car while it is being repaired, right? And yes, in that instance, because this is a recall, the Commission monitors the recall and assists those consumers that may have such claims.
No, thank you very much. That is the National Consumer Commission's Secretary Joseph Selolo joining us there to speak about the recall of Mercedes-Benz. Certain models there manufactured, which include rather the ML and the GL and the R series, manufactured between 2006 and 2019. Now is the opportunity to get in touch with Mercedes-Benz and see if your car needs to be repaired.